Whether you're young or old, each business person has a code and set rules that they have to follow to steer their ship of investments, money, or time. These are a few of my top rules for partnering in business that have kept me focused over the years. All right, let's set some ground rules before we get it. Partnering is different to investing. If I'm investing, I have a different set of rules because I know I only need to assign capital. If we're partnering, this means now that you have access to my time and my infrastructure, and that's an entirely different kettle of fish. Number one, I'm careful of partnering with anyone in a business that I'm not willing to do what that partner can do if they don't show up. So this is a lawyer, dentist, heavy equipment, bar owner, dance studio. If it's outside of my skill set, I immediately flag it. I had to learn this the hard way, but I'm glad I learned it when I was young. I had a group of friends reach out to me to start a garbage disposal business for high-end yachts. I live in the British Virgin Islands, the beautiful British Virgin Islands, and at the time it was a viable business. We needed a loan for about $100,000 to get a boat and some equipment. We had a captain at the time, which was one of the partners, and we were gonna pick up one of the guys as a deckhand. So one of the guys in the boatyard was giving us the inside scoop where we would have started with like 30 clients from inception. I would have been the money guy and this guy would have been the boat captain. I would be the marketing and he would do the pickups and we would split the money. It was maybe about 2 weeks after we were supposed to go to the bank to sign the application. I can't remember the exact time, but apparently this guy went out on a bender the night before and he didn't make it to the business meeting. So he came like 2 hours after and I was like, bro, what are you doing? Immediately with an angry face, he was like, chill, it's only an hour. My brain activated from there. At this point, his actions led me to think, but wait, I'm the one signing this loan. I can't sail a boat. I said, but wait, I can't even swim. As a matter of fact, I'm terrified of the water. What would happen if he dies? And I was like, yes, I went straight to debt. And then I reeled it back a bit and I said, what would happen if he went out on another bender and didn't make the pickups? What would happen to the clients? And then I boiled it down again and I said, wait, what would happen really one day if he just decided he's not doing it anymore? And when I thought about it long enough and realized that the answer was to close that business, I had to reevaluate everything. Now, back then we didn't have YouTube as it is now, and I wasn't versed in business and risk. So as a matter of fact, this would have actually been my first commercial loan. All of this happened in the application process. Luckily, we were quickly denied as we couldn't provide the captain's license, as at that time, a captain was just anyone that could sail a boat. The investors wanted a captain license and the bank wanted a captain's license, and we didn't have that. We didn't even think about that. He could sail, I could do marketing, we were on. That's when that rule was born, and it has protected me ever since. Number two, I won't partner with a person that is not the decision maker in the family. Think about it. In regular life, have there been times when someone wanted to partner with you and you would sit and agree every little detail, iron out everything? You would sit and agree, and then the next morning or later that night, you will receive a text or a call that says, hey, what do you think about this? Or I know we spoke, but what do you think if we do it this way? And you'll be listening to this person and it's like apples and oranges. It's nothing compared to what we spoke about. Now, as a business owner, I know someone was in their ear. A wife, a husband, a member of the family, whoever it is. And that's fine. But I need to do business with them, not you. And if you want to assess who the decision maker is, take them to lunch, dinner, go to a party, invite them to the house. You'll quickly deduce in a family who wears the pants. You'll also quickly deduce if this business is about to put a strain on their relationship. This is a good test for investing as well. If you found value in this video so far, like and share so others can be educated. Also, if you have a friend that's thinking about partnering, send them this video. It might help them. Number three, I won't do business with a man that's not good with women. I know it sounds superficial, but I've come to realize that men that are easily swayed by a woman's attention cannot be trusted. Once they start to become popular, they'll do anything to keep those women around, which is now detrimental to the business because the focus is now off of our shared goal and on to pleasing this woman or women. Discipline is important. And yes, they always say, this won't happen to me. Those are the ones it happens to the worst. Number 4, I try not to partner if the venture is the number one primary source of income of that person. Remember, investing is different to partnering. And if you want to see thoughts on that, there's a video in the description below. Normally, when you want to grow a business, you have to reinvest the excess resources. And if this is your primary income, you might be tempted to remove those excess funds for living expenses, or maybe your living expenses might increase because you have access to more money. That makes decisions for a quick payout to fund your lifestyle. Remember, short-term decisions lead to long-term problems. And number 5 is a sad one, but true. In the Caribbean, we have something where we say a partnership is a leaky ship. And it's embedded in our culture, and I realize from the lack of experience and infrastructure around partnering causes these sayings. Now, if you want to see a video about the top 3 things that cause partnerships to fail, you can click in the description below as well. So I try to avoid it, but sadly, I would not partner with a good friend or a family member if they had never had a business before. I would invest in them, I would coach them, I would mentor them. You can even use my infrastructure. But to partner is a different animal. Let me explain why. I often tell people, you see, family and friends Sinclair is completely different to business Sinclair. As a person, I'm pretty chill. I don't take my profile too seriously. I believe we're all human beings dealing with the hands we were dealt. But you see, when business Sinclair appears, there's a no-nonsense, meticulous V12 twin turbo coming at you. My work ethic and the way I see the world is different. So all that key and friends can't fly when it comes. Once business mode is turned on, that's it. We have to do things a certain way, and we have to have a certain structure because we're in this thing to win. And it's so sad, but I've seen this break up lifelong friends, family. So it's my personal choice to try to avoid that decision. I've seen simple things as 2 sisters open a restaurant and fell out because one wanted to open on Sunday and one didn't want to. Now they don't speak to each other, the kids are not able to play with each other, and now the business has closed down. For what? No. There's about 9 people in this world I might break this particular rule for. And that would be me going into it knowing that if it gets heated, I'm willing to sacrifice the business, the investment, because we're that tight. And if someone has to win, I want it to be you. To summarize, partnering correctly is not about just short-term profits or portfolio gains. It's all about building strong reputations and attracting future partners. But evaluating the people you do partnerships is very important as well. Having strong relationships with your partners and successful relationships drive other opportunities later in life. Remember, when your partners make money with you, because of you, other companies want to make money with you. Provide value, and you get value in return. My name is Sinclair Fleming. Now, go take action.